Steve, well done today. Terrific performance from the boys, and I think at the end of the day there is an expression, fortune favours the brave, and I think it favoured us today.
Yep, very pleased with them. Can't speak highly enough of them for the effort they put in, for the work rate they put in, taking their chances today, defended resolutely, and in my opinion we got put under a lot of pressure towards the end. They had 5 forwards on the pitch, 6 with 1 dropping in the midfield, so it was going to be hard, but we've stood it and got our 3 points we deserved.
And yeah, they did put a lot of pressure on the end, but there was always seemed to be a spare defender to back everybody up, and that sort of seemed to get us through by the end.
Which is what we knew. Thursday we worked on stuff, knowing how they're going to play. The boys knew what their responsibilities were today off the ball, and I thought to a man they've done superb at it. And like I say, we took our chances when they come along, which we done last week. Scored 2 goals again and got 3 points, which I'm so pleased for them players, because they've given me everything, even through the bad spells. And all this season we haven't had a good season, and I'm not hiding from the fact we haven't had a good season. Not once have I not done an interview with you, win or lose, and then boys have come in for some criticism, so have I, and we take it on the chin. Now let's have some praise for that.
Definitely.
Whether we make the playoffs or not, let's have some praise for that performance and see if we can build on it. If we can't, go Mersham next week, we've got that. If we can't build on that, then we'll go again. But they put so much effort in on a Saturday for me, and Tuesday and Thursday at training, that they need some credit now. No,
definitely. And we've beaten a good side today. That Staines side is full of quality, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why they're up there, Jim. That's why they're up there. Not had many injuries either. They've got 2 centre-halves out at the minute. Tommy Brewer, who's their skipper, and Ben Martin, that are their solid back 2 that played at their place. They've put a full-back strokes centre mid at centre-half today, and they've got a young lad that they've plucked out at lower levels of football, who's still learning his trade. So, did they miss them 2 big centre-halves? I think so. I think so, because I thought Alex done very well today.
I thought you run them ragged, frankly.
He was brilliant, really good, as well as all the others. But you miss 2 big centre-halves like that, which Drax will probably say, it's a big miss for them. You know, all right, they've won 5 on a spin, but it's still a big miss. And when you do analyse a game after you lose, you think, what if? You know what I mean? So they're a good, strong side, physical side, play good football, good movement off the ball, and we stood up to the challenge today. And like I say, I'll pat the boys on the back.
Definitely. Now Alex obviously caught the eye. He got man of the match. That's fair enough. But some great performances on our back line. Obviously, Sonny, we know what he can do. We know what his game is. But the new guy, Paul, I thought did really well from Wimbledon.
Yeah, going back to Sonny, I've got to watch the video again because I'm not sure about their goal, what actually happened. But I think since Christmas and just before, he's getting stronger and stronger, and he's basically learning the role of being a captain week in, week out, and I think he's taken that mantle well. And to shepherd a young lad through today that's played under 23 football, he's had 1 first team appearance at Wimbledon. They've had 2 centre-halves in Ryan Sweeney, who's moved on from Wimbledon, from their 23s. They've had Will Nightingale come through their 23s and play in the first team. And he's the next one on the conveyor belt. And Alan Reeves speaks highly of him. And they wouldn't send us someone that they didn't think could do the job. And I thought he was outstanding today.
And Johnny, to be fair, he's not had a huge amount to do.
No.
But he has, what he did well, or what he had to do, he did well. And a really awkward afternoon for goalkeepers. Slippery balls, slippery conditions. His handling I thought was great today.
Yeah, he done well. You know, and that gives the back 4 confidence as well, knowing he's coming. The corners they were putting in, the set pieces they've got great delivery, and we basically dealt with that. You know, what was pleasing for me today, we scored from a set piece, which we struggled this year. You know, but he dealt with all them crosses that come in, whether he caught them or punched them, and then we reacted to the second ball. And like I say, I'm very pleased with them today, because against a good side that have won 5 out of 5 on a high, we've lost 3 out of 3, and I made that point to them before the game. Go out, bit of pride, and they went out, bit of character, bit of pride, belief, and they got the 3 points. And like I say, pressure they put us under, you're going to get that, as we alluded to before, with the amount of bodies they throw forward. You can't leave people unmarked, because they'll end up having a free chance at goal, so you've got to go with them, which means you can't relieve the pressure so much. But they stood up to it, and I'm not going to criticise any one of them for any mistakes they made today, because there were a few. I'm going to praise them, because that's 3 points, 3 big points for them. Not for me, Barry, Justin, for them. because they go out week after week to put their bodies on the line, run through brick walls if they can, and thoroughly deserved that today.
And it can be difficult, even though all players go out to try to win the game and do the best they possibly can, and that's exactly the same with our side. When you've lost your last 3 games, you must think, when's the next win coming? How can we turn that around? And they've done it today.
Yeah, we do it as a management team. How can we do it? Can we change the formation? We've changed the formation in the last couple of games, and it seems to have worked. You know, last week, take away the mistakes, we win that game on chances created. Today, same formation, and I thought we caused some problems going forward. You know, and like you said before, we were solid at the back. So it does play on their minds, and that now might springboard them to go and get a victory next week, which we'll try, and we'll work hard at training and in the game next Saturday. But our season's been inconsistent, and it's the players that go out and perform. You know, they take the pats on the back today, they'll take the criticism when it's deserved, and we just try and get as many points as we can, as I've said, till the end of the season. You know, it's been a difficult season from things going on behind the scenes, but all in all, I'm very pleased. That's what I'm worried about today. That performance, that effort, and then players with a smile on their face at the end of it, which is pleasing for me.
Definitely. Craig Stone moving up to midfield,
yep,
seemed to make quite a big difference, I thought. I mean, I know he's not had the easiest of times. That's
no,
the last couple of games.
I've heard this, Jim. I've heard this from a few people. We're a bit weak in midfield. We haven't lost the games from midfield. We've lost the games either making mistakes at the back, from long balls, if you like, or giving the ball away, or we haven't been putting the chances away. So that's not the midfield's fault. The midfield have been winning their battles, losing their battles, which you do as a midfielder, because I've played there. But they're not the 2 that were in there that I've heard were coming in for criticism. Jav and Ryan at times. It's too small, not strong enough. That ain't how we lost games. We lost games through lack of concentration, and we lost games through not taking our chances. And putting Stoney in there, yeah, he made a difference today, if you like, in screening a good front 3, and that's what he was put in there to do. And that's how we managed to get the centre half in, so we could do it. Yeah. And he likes to play there. And I thought we done well today, as well as the other 2. You know, they didn't have much of the ball, but what they did do is they ground it out and they got in amongst people, and they made it hard for Staines today.
And kept the ball as well.
Yeah, at times we did. At times, you know, and like I say, going forward, very pleased at times going forward, because with Joe and Sam and Alex, you know, you've got a front 3 there at the minute that are hungry, and I look at the bench and I can bring Nathan on, I can bring Tomo on, Tashi on. And change the game and change the way we play. But today, like I say, first half very pleased with them, and second half, because they had to roll their sleeves up. Not much joy going forward second half towards the end, but had to roll their sleeves up, and they dug in and done exactly what we asked them to do.
Great performance from the boys today. Well done, Steve.
Thanks, Jim. Cheers, mate.
Well done.
Lovely.
Feels much better tonight, doesn't it?
Yeah, much better. I think on the whole, fully deserved, and probably 2-1 at the end, hang on a little bit, but we've had some chances before that. Alza when he's gone through, and maybe we could have made the game a little bit more comfortable. But listen, their front 4 probably 4 of the best in the league, to be honest. The way they link up, and they caused us a bit of problem in the first 20 minutes. And once we got to grips with it, I thought we dealt with it really well.
Yeah, and it wasn't as if I don't think Staines had an off day. I think we just played really well as a unit, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we have. I think even going back last week, I think at Needham Market, you look at we conceded 4. I think it's probably one of the best we've played as a team. We just didn't get the rub of the green, you know, and individual mistakes cost us. But today, everyone stuck to their task, and we done really well.
Different shape today. Craig Stone playing in front of the back 4. I think that made a difference. How much of a difference do you think it made?
Yeah, listen, Stoney's versatile. He can play where, you know, you can play him up front and he'll do a job for you. Do you know, he goes unnoticed quite a lot and probably comes in with a bit of stick that I think he doesn't deserve. But he's a good player, and he just sits in front, looks after. When you've got a front 4 like they have, he just sat in and looked after us a little bit more, me and Paul, and obviously you can see it reaps a reward at the end with a victory. So.
And what about Paul? Your centre defensive partnership?
Yeah, he done really well. It's obviously you know, welcome to non-league really. Coming in playing, you know, marking. Jesus Christ, got 2 players to mark all the time. You know, they're a little bit gun ho stage, so he's, you know, probably something he's not quite used to. But out on the absolute mud bath, which is a credit to the ground staff again for getting the game on, because a lot of games, you know, probably wouldn't have, a lot of places wouldn't withstand the rain and the mud, and he'd probably come off there knowing that he's had a game today, probably a little bit different to what he's used to, but he done really well. Won his headers, strong on the tackle. He's obviously a great prospect for Wimbledon, so the month that we've got him here, whatever it is, it's our benefit.
I read that Alan Reeves rates him quite highly. Alan knows his centre half, doesn't he? If he rates him on,
yeah,
he's a good player.
listen, when you haven't got to talk to someone for a game, you know, it shows a sign of a good player. You know, he was talking to me, telling me, you know, so he's obviously a great prospect for Wimbledon, and while we've got him, it'll be to our benefit.
Big question now: is this the turning point now?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've been very inconsistent all year. You know, we've had games where we've beaten teams that we're not. You know, we've least them at home here. You could have said that was a turning point, and then we've gone on and lose a game. You know, the last couple of performances, taking Needham away, haven't been good enough. You know, Met Police, we was absolutely diabolical. Burgess Hill, we wasn't much better. Last week we was alright. Last week the score doesn't reflect how we played last week at all. And I think anyone that was there will probably tell you the same thing. But today I thought he was brilliant. I thought all around the park. I thought Alex up front, his own was superb. Really deserved his man of the match award. And I just think today we stuck to the guns. Steve said to us before we went out there, listen, this is your job. You mark him, and there's no one can hide in this system. And I think everyone out there today probably got the better of their man, and the show and the score reflects that at the end.
Brilliant. Well done on the performance. Well done as a team. Well
Thanks very much. Cheers. Take it easy.
Cheers.
Well done, Sonny.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.